So now all of you mute your mic. Let us start today's session. Today we are going to start session number 3 of chapter number 14, statistics, and we are going to start graphical representation of data today. Okay, so there are three different types of graphical representation of data in class 9th. The first one is bar graph, the second one is histogram, and the third one is frequency polygon. Okay, and this part has been removed. Okay, so but we will complete all the graphic questions. Then while doing revision, we'll skip this deleted portion. And in histogram there are two types of question. One is uniform width, another is varying widths. Widths means class interval, class size. Okay, uniform class size or varying class size means different class size will be there. And in frequency polygon, there are two ways to draw the frequency polygon. One is using histogram and another using class mark. I think you remember class mark. It is the mean of uh, both the limits. For example, if suppose 20 to 30 is there, what is the mean of 20 to 30? इन दोनों को ऐड करके डिवाइड बाय 2 करो. This is lower limit, this is upper limit. So what you are getting?
25.
So 25. Okay, very good. So 25 is the class mark of this class interval. So like that we have to use a class mark to draw the frequency polygon. Okay, so we'll see one by one. So let us start with the first one, bar graph. Bar graph you have already studied in class 6th, 7th. Okay, a bar graph is a pictorial representation of data in which usually bars of uniform width are drawn with equal spacing between them on one axis. One axis means you can draw on x-axis also, you can draw on y-axis also. ठीक है, vertical और horizontal इसमें रहता है, दो type का रहता है, but usually we used to draw on x-axis. Okay, depicting the variable. Now see, the values of the variables are shown on the other axis. If you are making bars on x-axis, the values will be shown on y-axis. If you are going to make on y-axis bars, then the values of the variable will be shown on the other axis, that is x-axis. But I told you we are usually drawing the columns, bars on x-axis. So हम लोग जो values जो हैं वो y-axis में show करेंगे, and the heights of the bars depends on the values of the variable. So see one example. In a particular section of class 9th, 40 students were asked about the months of their birth, and the following graph was prepared for the data so obtained. So this is the example of bar graph. Okay, देखो सभी bars के बीच में equal spacing है. Okay, and the bars are drawn on x-axis, and the values of the variables shown on the other axis, that is y-axis. Okay, this is x-axis and this is y-axis. Okay, so this is the example of bar graph. Now observe the bar graph given here and answer the following questions. How many students were born in the month of November? Here.
4.
4. Very good. In which month were the maximum number of students born? August, right. So this is the interpretation of bar graph. Actually, in class 9th, interpretation is not there because you have already done in the lower classes interpretation of bar graph. Okay, directly we are going to draw the bar graph. So let us start with the first question of the next exercise, 14.3. A survey conducted by an organization for the cause of illness and death among the women between the ages 15 to 44 years worldwide found the following figures. Represent the information given above graphically. See, here only bar graph is possible. Frequency और histogram के लिए class grouped form होना चाहिए. Okay, class interval के form होगा. Already histogram भी last year class 8 में पढ़ चुके हैं. So only one method, one graphical representation is there we can draw, that is bar graph. Okay, so let us start with the bar graph. X-axis, on x-axis I am going to represent this one, and on y-axis this one. Okay, and we have to take a suitable scale for y-axis. See, the lowest value is 4.1. The lowest value is 4.1 and the highest value is 31.8. So we can have 5 units for 1 centimeter. Okay, so this is the graph. So I took on y-axis 1 centimeter is equals to 5 unit. Okay, so whether this uh, scale is clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now the first one is 31.8. Okay, 31.8. So we will draw here. देखो यहाँ पर एक ड्रॉ करेंगे, यहाँ पर दूसरा, थर्ड, फोर्थ, फिफ्थ, I think 6 was there. So 6th we will draw here. So spaces भी equal spaces भी रहेगा. Okay, so that would be better. Now let us start with 31.8. 31.8 will come approximately here. देखो ये 5 यूनिट है यहाँ पर. So जो दो grids है that will equal to 1 unit. So this will be 31 and this will be 32. Okay, so somewhere around here we have to make a bar. Okay, 31.8 we will get somewhere around here. So we are going to make bar in this area. Okay, so यहाँ तक आ गया. This is 31.8 and the cause, whatever the given I wrote inside the bar. Okay, you can write here also, no issue. The next one is 25.4. So 25.4 will come over here. ठीक है, क्योंकि यहाँ पे 26 होगा. This is 26. So 25 approximately I took here. So you can take here also. इतना चलेगा. Now the next one is 12.4. 12.4 will come over here. यहाँ पे 12.5 है. This is 12.5. So 12.4 यहाँ पे around ले सकते हैं approximately. Okay, this is 12.4. The causes is injuries. And the next one is 4.3. So 4.3 approximately we can take here. This is 3. This is 4. Okay, so approximately I'm taking here 4.3. And the space is not there to write inside the bar, so I wrote here. And the last, the second last one is 4.1. So 4.1 will approximately here. And the last one is other causes, that is 22%. Okay, and in this the question is asked that which condition is the major cause of women's ill health and the death worldwide? The first one, reproductive health conditions. Okay, so this is the answer. Next question was there. Try to find out with the help of your teacher any 2 factors which plays a major role in the cause, in the second being the major cause. So lack of awareness among women may be the one of the factors, and the second one is medical facilities also, lack of medical facilities. Okay, so any doubt in this first question?
No, sir.
Okay, so now we'll move toward the second question. The following data on the number of girls to the nearest 10 per 1000 boys in different sections of Indian society is given below. Represent the above information by bar graph. In the classroom, discuss what conclusion can be arrived at from the graph. So see, all the numbers are given around 900s only. So we can have a unit of 100. Okay, so मैं ये unit already बना के रखा हूँ. So now the first one is 940. So 940 will come over here. अप्रॉक्सीमेटली हम लोग पहले डिसाइड कर लेते हैं. देन 970 सेवेंथ ग्रिड में आएगा यहाँ पर. नेक्स्ट वन इज 920 सेकेंड ग्रिड. Okay, the third one is 950, the fifth one, and the fourth one is 920, same this one, and the fifth one is sixth one is 930 third grid, and last is 910 the first grid after 900. Okay, so we'll start with the first one, 940. Yeah, fourth one, then 970 seventh up to seventh grid. This is clear?
Yes,
Next
sir.
one is 920, means after 900 and 900 second grid, right? And after that 950 fifth grid, after 900 fifth grid here. Now the next number is 920 again, so it will come over here, and 930 next one, the third grid up to third grid, and the last one is 910 up to first grid. Okay, so whether this bar graph is clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now in this the question was given that discuss what conclusion can be arrived from the graph. So any conclusion, if you are observing any conclusion, if you want to interpret, you can interpret. My observation is that the number of girls are nearly same, not exactly, because all are around 900s only. Okay, and the number of girls in each section are less than the number of boys. Do you observe?
Yes, sir.
Because it is per 1000 boys. 940 means 1000 boys are there, 970 1000 boys. So what is our observation? That the number of girls in every section is less than the number of girls is less than the number of boys. So this is my conclusion. Any doubt in this one?
No, sir.
Okay, so we'll proceed to question number 3. Given below are the seats won by different political parties in the polling outcome of a state assembly elections. So we have to draw the bar graph for these numbers, and which political party won the maximum number of seats. You can identify from here only by using table only. Okay, so answer is A.
Political party A.
A, right. So अभी देखो 75, 55, 37, 29, 10, 37. So better to have 10 units for y-axis. So I'm going to take 10 units. So first one is 75. 75 means 70. यहाँ पर भी 10 units है, तो we can count one grid for 1 unit. Okay, right? So 75 means up to 75 middle it will come. This is political party A. And second one is 55. 55 यहाँ पर आएगा. Next one is 37. So 30 के बाद 7 grid. Okay. Next one is 37 के बाद 29 था. 20 के बाद 9 grids. यहाँ तक. Then 10 up to here. And the last one is 37. 37 means इसके बराबर होगा, इसके बराबर. This is political party F. Okay. Any doubt in drawing the bar graph?
No, sir.
Okay. And we have already discussed the answer. Out of all the seats, 75 is the maximum number. 75 is the maximum number, and it is by political party A. So party A has won the maximum number of seats. So only 3 questions are there with respect to bar graph. Now we'll start the explanation of histogram. Histogram is also like a bar graph, but it is for class interval. Okay, class interval, and that is also exclusive form, continuous form होना चाहिए. अगर continuous form नहीं है, so we have to make it continuous form. So a histogram is a graphical representation of frequency distribution in exclusive form only, in the form of rectangles with class interval as the base. जो class interval जो है वो base रहेगा और उसका corresponding जो frequency रहेगा वो height रहेगा. But the difference is that here there will be no gap, क्योंकि exclusive form है ये. Exclusive form continuous form में gap मिलेगा ही नहीं. Okay, so this is very similar to bar graph, but you have to keep in your mind that there will be no gap between any two successive rectangles. Okay, now we'll see how to draw the histogram. Some methods are there. First method, you have to convert the frequency distribution to exclusive form if it is given in inclusive. Okay, अगर continuous नहीं है तो उसको continuous बनाना है. Okay, so that also I will explain. One question is there. And second, taking suitable scale, mark the class interval on x-axis. Then taking suitable scale, you have to mark the corresponding frequencies also on the y-axis. Then you have to construct a rectangle with class interval as the base and corresponding frequencies as the heights. Okay, so this is the method of drawing histogram, and I already told you that in histogram there are two types of questions. One is for uniform width, uniform class size, and another is for varying width. Okay, different class size. So in uniform width there are two types of questions. One for inclusive type and another is for exclusive form. ठीक है, सो दोनों को हम लोग एक ही कैटेगरी में भी रख सकते हैं, क्योंकि अगर इंक्लूसिव फॉर्म हुआ तो वी हैव टू कन्वर्ट इट इनटू एक्सक्लूसिव फॉर्म. ओके, सो एनी डाउट हियर?
No, sir.
Okay, so after histogram we will do frequency polygon also. Frequency polygon is identical to histogram, which is used to compare sets of data or display a cumulative frequency distribution. It uses line graph to represent quantitative data. So what we will do in drawing the histogram, we will first find the class mark of all the class intervals. So that is the first step. Find the class mark of all the given class interval. Then mark all the class mark along the x-axis. This is the second step on suitable scale. Then mark the frequencies along the y-axis on some suitable scale. This is the third step. After that, corresponding to the frequencies of each class interval, we have to mark points. Okay, with respect to each class mark, we have to mark the frequency, right? And after that, we have to join all these points. But if we join only the class mark, polygon नहीं बनेगा. So क्या करना है हम लोग को? एक class back side में जाना और एक class front side में जाना है. Okay, take two class intervals, each of frequency 0. One at the beginning and other at the end of the frequency table. And we will keep the frequency 0. Okay, और उसके class marks से join करना है बाकी lines. Then only we will get the polygon complete. So these are the steps. I will explain with the help of example. On here also there are two types of questions, by using histogram and by using class mark. So by using histogram we will do tomorrow. By using class mark we will do today. Okay. So fourth question मैं start कर रहा हूँ. Fourth question. So length of 40 leaves of a plant are measured correct to 1 millimeter, and the obtained data is represented in the following table. So table is given. Draw a histogram to represent the given data. Second bit, it is asked that is there any suitable graphical representation for the same data? Yes, we can draw using frequency polygon also. Is it correct to conclude that the maximum number of leaves are 153 millimeter long? Why? Okay, we'll discuss one by one. So what will be our first step here? See the class interval, whether it is continuous or not. Whether it is continuous or not. Inclusive.
Yes, sir.
Correct. कंटिन्यूस के लिए क्या चेक करना है, ये सेम होना चाहिए, वेदर इट इज कंटिन्यूस।
Yes, sir. No, sir.
ये
No,
सेम
sir.
नंबर है क्या?
No, sir.
तो फिर यस क्यों बोल रहे हो? सो दिस इज नॉट कंटिन्यूस. Continuous means the upper limit of any class will be the same for the lower limit of the next class. तो अब हम लोग को क्या करना है, फर्स्ट स्टेप वी हैव टू कन्वर्ट टू एक्सक्लूसिव फॉर्म, कंटिन्यूस करना है. तो उसके लिए मैं मेथड ऑलरेडी समझाया था, फिर से मैं रिपीट कर रहा हूं. सी व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन दिस टू?
1.
1.
1.
Half of 1 is
0.5.
0.5. सो लोअर लिमिट में 0.5 सब्ट्रैक्ट करना है और अपर लिमिट में 0.5 ऐड करना है. So what we are going to get first one, you tell me. 117.5, 126.5. Okay, तो अब ये पूरा ऐड करते जाओ. पहले फर्स्ट यू ऐड 0.5, तो मैं यहाँ पे लिख रहा हूँ 0.5, 0.5, because addition is very easy than subtraction. You first add 0.5 to all the upper limits फर्स्ट क्लास होने के बाद. whether this is clear, this one?
Yes, sir.
उसके बाद इसी यहाँ पे जो भी मिलेगा, whatever you will get, you write here. देखो ये यहाँ पे लिखना है. So 126.5 come here, 135.5 will come over here, 144.5 will come over here, 153.5 without calculating, without subtracting, we can write directly. 162.5 here and 171.5 here. So like that we can complete. So after completing we will get this one. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Now we have to draw the histogram for this frequency distribution, not this one. ये clear हो गया?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now for representing all classes on x axis, class interval जो है हम लोग को x axis में represent करना है, and the frequency we have to represent on y axis. But the first class is 117.5. If you draw on graph paper on x axis, it will go very far. So what we will do, एक break symbol हम लोग use करते हैं, ठीक है, ये वाला, this symbol we will use. Okay, so if you use this symbol we can start from any point. So मैं यहाँ पे scale जो ले रहा हूँ x axis में जो scale ले रहा हूँ वो है 9. Okay, so here you have to write for x axis the unit is 1 centimeter is equals to 9 units. This is clear? क्योंकि width जो है वो 9 है. This is clear?
Yes,
For y
sir.
axis I took 2 units and for x axis I'm taking 9 units because the class size is 9. So let us draw the histogram. Bars. So first one is 3. 3 will come over here. यहाँ पर आएगा. This is the first one. And the second one is 5. 5 यहाँ पर आएगा बीच में. Okay. And the third one is 9. 9 will come over here. Right? And then 12. 12 तो यहाँ पर आ जाएगा. It is very easy for 12. And see, I took 1 unit for y axis. You can take 1 unit also. No issue. Because मेरे ग्राफ पेपर में यहाँ तक केवल यहीं तक पॉसिबल था 7 तक, तो that is why I took 2 units. If you wish, you can take 1 centimeter is equals to 1 unit for y axis. Next one is 5. So 5 means यहाँ पर आएगा, ये येलो के बराबर रहेगा. And next one is 4. 4 means up to here we have to draw the bar. height, and the last one is 2. Okay, so whether this is clear to all of you, how to draw histogram?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And the gap should not be there like what we have in bar graph, right? Now the next question was that कि क्या हम लोग इसको किसी दूसरे ग्राफिकल फॉर्म में रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं? So our answer is yes. Which form? Frequency
Frequency
polygon.
polygon.
Okay. Frequency polygon के लिए हम लोग को क्या निकालना है? Class mark, right? And the class intervals should be in exclusive form. यहां पर भी चलो फर्स्ट वाला क्लास मार्क बताओ मुझे, दोनों को ऐड करो, डिवाइड बाय 2. So if you add, you are getting 244 by 2.
122.
122. Now see what is the size of every class? Same है ना? 9 है. What is the size of every class? 9.
Yes.
So
Yes,
first वाला क्लास मार्क निकाल के 9 ऐड करते जाओ, you will get the correct answer. Add 9, 131. Again add 9,
140.
140. Again add 9,
149.
149. If you calculate, then also you will get the same answer. ये टाइम बचाने के लिए थोड़ा सा ट्रिक है ये. Next one,
150.
158. This will be very useful for you in class 10th, क्योंकि वहां पे केवल क्लास मार्क का ही ज्यादा रोल है. मीन में 167. And the last one,
186.
176.
76.
Okay, so like that we have completed all the class mark. Now we have to plot the points. This class mark we have to take on x-axis and this on y-axis. We have to plot the points. Okay, तो पहले हम लोग इसका ग्राफ ड्रॉ कर लेते हैं. यहाँ पर भी सेम वैसे ही लेंगे 2 यूनिट्स का y-axis में. Okay, and x-axis you have to write by yourself. मैं लिख देता हूँ नहीं तो. For x-axis 1 centimeter is equals to how many units?
2 units.
9. X-axis. Okay, 9 units. So now let us start with 122. 122 मैंने कहा था कि इसमें फ्रीक्वेंसी पॉलीगॉन में एक क्लास पिछला वाला लेना है और एक क्लास you have to take one class at the beginning and one class at the end. So class mark 122 से पहले वाला 113 होगा और 176 के बाद वाला क्लास मार्क 185 होगा. +9 -9. Okay, we'll start with 113. Okay, मेथड में मैंने बताया भी था. I told you clearly that while taking the class at the beginning you have to write the frequency 0, and while taking the class interval at the end, again for that also you have to write frequency as 0. So we'll mark first 113 frequency 0. So this is the first point. Second point, 122 3 है, so it will come over here. 131 का 5 था, right? Then 149, so it will come over here. 149 12 यहाँ पर आएगा. And 158 का 5 था, right? Then 4, then 2. And the last one we have to take 0. Marking is clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we have to join every point by using line segment. So we'll start from here. देखो ध्यान से. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. Now polygon हम लोग का complete हो गया. So any doubt in frequency polygon?
No, sir.
इजी है कि टफ है ये? It is easy or difficult? Just you have to plot the point and then you have to join. Okay, fine. इसमें एक क्वेश्चन और था. One question was there कि 153 में हम लोग ये क्या मैक्सिमम नंबर होगा? So my answer is no, because the maximum number 12 is corresponding to the class interval, that is 145 to 153, not the particular 153. ठीक है? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Right, which implies that the leaves whose lengths are 145 millimeter or less than 153 millimeter are maximum in number, not the particular number, that is 150 or 151. Okay, now we'll move toward the last question of today's session, that is fifth question. The following tables gives the lifetimes of 400 neon lamps. Represent the given information with the help of histogram. देखो हिस्टोग्राम ड्रॉ करने के लिए सबसे पहले हम लोग को क्या चेक करना है कि क्लास इंटरवल कंटिन्यूस है कि नहीं. अगर कंटिन्यूस है उसके बाद चेक करना है क्लास साइज सेम है कि नहीं. सो वेदर इट इज कंटिन्यूस और नॉट, चेक.
सर इट इज कंटिन्यूअस.
राइट, क्योंकि देखो सेम नंबर आ रहा है, ये जो मैं क्रॉस कर रहा हूँ सेम नंबर्स हैं, दैट मीन्स इट इज कंटिन्यूस. नाउ चेक फॉर क्लास साइज वेदर ऑल क्लास साइज आर सेम. सेम
No, sir.
नहीं है. क्लास साइज सबका कितना है? देखो इसका क्लास साइज 100 है. व्हाट अबाउट द क्लास साइज ऑफ दिस वन?
100.
सबका 100 है ना. देखो डिफरेंस देखो, तो क्लास साइज भी सेम है यहाँ पर. सो दैट मीन्स अगर दोनों चीज सही है सो वी कैन गो डायरेक्टली फॉर ड्राइंग द हिस्टोग्राम. अगर क्लास साइज सेम नहीं है तो वहां पे हम लोग को फ्रीक्वेंसी एडजस्ट करना पड़ता है. दैट वी विल सी इन द नेक्स्ट सेशन. ओके, सो नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू ड्रॉ द हिस्टोग्राम. सो ये एक्स एक्सिस में होगा तो एक्स एक्सिस का यूनिट जो रहेगा 100 और ये वाई एक्सिस में होगा. सो आई विल टेक 10 यूनिट्स. ओके, सो स्टार्ट करें. ओके, सो यहाँ पे एक्स एक्सिस का हम लोग जो यूनिट लिए हैं वो दैट आई एम गोइंग टू राइट. X axis we took 1 centimeter is equals to how many units? X axis में कितना यूनिट लिए हैं? 100.
100.
Why you are not responding? Okay, fine. So now the first class 300 to 400 14 था. 14 means 10 के बाद fourth grid. Okay, so this one. Right, now the next number was 56. 56 means 50 के बाद sixth grid here, and the third one is 60. 60 means up to here 60. Next one was 86. After 80, sixth grid. Okay, next one is 74. 70 के बाद fourth grid here, and next one is 62. 60 के बाद second वाला grid. Last one is 48. 48 means 40 के बाद eighth वाला grid, so it will come over here. Okay, so this is the histogram. Any doubt in this one?
No, sir.
Fifth question.
No, sir.
Okay, so now we are moving towards the next section. This is the last question. I already told you the remaining question we'll do in this next session. So we'll move toward the next section, that is assignment question. Okay, one more question was there. How many lamps have a lifetime of more than 700 hours? 700 से ज्यादा. 74, 62, 48. We have to add all these one. So how much we are getting? 62, 48, 110 plus 74.
184.
Right, 184. This is the final answer of the second bit. Now we'll move towards the next section, assignment question. 2 questions based on bar graph, okay, and 1 question is based on histogram. So this you have to complete. Now I will going to post this assignment in Google Classroom. So that's all for today's session. Thank you very much.